for coming today. And also, there are many people through the video, maybe over 200 people. Thank you very much. So, I'm Masumi Sato from Ricoh Corporation, Chief Engineering and Chief Technology Executive and Head of the Product Business Division of Ricoh Graphic Communications. So I'm honored to be here today to announce the new innovative news. So it's Ricoh Printing Systems America is pleased to announce the newest to its direct-to-garment printing system technologies. So this presentation will now introduce it to you in detail. We will be speaking for about 15 minutes and have a Q&A session at the end of presentation. Then, let's start. So when you think of Ricoh in the inkjet industry, you probably think of Ricoh inkjet head. So yes, using our inkjet head, we entered the DTG, direct-to-garment industry in 2017 with RI100, the world's first compact all-in-one custom garment printing system. It's a compact desktop design with a safety fitted heat press and had got a good success and by many customers so far. Next is the RI1000 from 2018. So is equipped with white ink, so expanding the range of media that can be printed on, and has been well received by customers who are starting the DTG business. So from 2020, RI2000 has a higher printing speed and is used as professional printers. These are the cornerstone of the new technologies we introducing today. And now, the new innovative printers products with expanded incorporating the technology we have introduced till today will join the Ricoh RI100, 1000, 2000 in Ricoh's direct-to-garment product portfolio. So it gives industry printers with expanded media variety, reducing printing cost and increased productivity they have been seeking. So I think industrial printers looking to acquire new technologies that help them stand out from the competition will benefit from these strategic advancements from Ricoh. So what exactly is Ricoh's new DTG technologies? I will pass the honor of giving this detail to Ms. Hazel, Director of Sales and Marketing, Ricoh Printing Systems America. So Hazel-san, please go ahead.
Thank you very much, Masumi-san. As he mentioned, my name is Hazel Mitchell, and I'm the Director of Sales and Marketing for Ricoh Printing Systems of America DTG Division. We are very, very, very excited to share with you guys our newest technology when it comes to this printer. But before we talk about this technology, let's first talk about the reason why. For many, many years, all of our customers have been asking and wanting to be able to print on 100% polyester. They want to print on 100% polyester, they want high quality, and they want to lower their cost. It's been asked for and talked about for many, many years, and finally, the breakthrough is here. Let's do this again. This printer does exactly that. We can absolutely print on 100% dark polyester. With this new technology, we are empowering industrial printers to be able to produce on polyester applications such as sport garments or other functional garments with high quality and low cost. And if you've been able to preview the printer already in our booth, you've been able to see that this printer delivers big results. Now, with this new platform and this new ink that we've developed, this is exactly what the printing industry has been waiting for, as it enables, as I mentioned, the industrial printers to move more quickly to the digital printing technology. Now, aside from it being able to print on dark polyester, our technology also eliminates the manual pre-treat process. Now, we know that pre-treating is more than half the battle when it comes to DTG. Now, with this release, this basically eliminates all of the guessing games. There is no more manual pre-treat process because the printer itself will jet the enhancer on the specific area of where the print is actually being pre-treated, or printing on, sorry. Now, that basically means that you're no longer going to need an offline pre-treatment process. This is due to Ricoh's dual carriage technology. Now, if you're familiar with DTG, you know exactly how the basic DTG printer works. Now, let me explain it to you. Conventionally, a DTG printer has one main scanning carriage that scans the head left and right, while the sub-scanning carriage is positioned on the table or the platen that moves the table back and forth. That's the typical DTG type printer. With this machine, we've arranged for two main scanning carriage systems, and by doing that, the operations that was performed typically by one main scanning carriage is now divided, thus being able to have more faster prints, and also the different types of ink that is used is now, you can increase it. So with that technology, that's exactly how we were able to enable the printer to use the enhancer within the printer. Now, let's talk a little bit more on the technical side of things. In order to have two main scan carriages side by side, it was necessary to match the printing position of each carriage with a very high degree of accuracy. To achieve this, we needed two things: high positional accuracy with both carriages, and high precision transport technology with the platen, making sure that both carriages and the platen are in the exact position they need to be at exactly the right time. Now, to achieve this type of synchrony, the assembly jig had to be reworked many, many times. In the assembly process, the orthogonality of the main scanning carriage and sub-scanning table was extremely important. Now, if you're like me, you're probably wondering what the word orthogonality actually means. That portion was written by our wonderful engineers who has worked tirelessly on this project. So I left that word in there and I practiced it so many times so I can say it. And congratulations once again to our wonderful engineers with this wonderful technology. Now, I also wanted to make sure that you guys were all still following me, okay? But let me explain it in more simple terms, okay? Basically, the engineering, the placement, programming, and the mathematics had to be exactly spot on, not a millimeter off. Because of this, we were able to reduce the amount of enhancer liquid used and the blotting that's caused by typical pretreatment liquid no longer occurs. Okay? Now let's move on to a little bit more specific features of the printer. As you can see here, this is a exact picture of a print that was printed on a 100% dark polyester, and then on the other side, the conventional print of DTG. You can see that there's a huge difference. And again, if you visited our booth and you see all these photos here that's been printed directly from our booth, there's a huge difference with conventional DTG and our new printer. So how is it possible to achieve such high image quality? Well, to achieve this type of whiteness with less enhancer liquid, we developed a new white ink. The new white ink uses pigments that easily react to the enhancer, allowing the ink to stay on the surface of the fabric to achieve this high, bright whiteness that you see here. Now, in addition, you'll see with this next slide that our process also works or helps with work efficiency. You can see here the comparison of a typical pre-treat machine. We all know that typically pre-treat is used by a hand or applied by a hand sprayer or a machine. You can see ours, it's a much shorter, more efficient method, and that's because we're using the enhancer. Now the enhancer is composed of materials that does not clog the print heads or nozzle heads, which allows for inkjet jetting. With that being said, the inkjet enables stable application of the small enhancer liquid, thus contributing to customers' cost reduction. And of course, sustainable development goals, which leads us, or me, to my very last topic, the sustainable development goals. I will now pass it over to Masumi-san. Thank you all very much for listening, and I'll give it over to Masumi-san to finish off the presentation.
So thank you, Heather. So finally, I'd like to speak about the SDGs. So needless to say, analog to digital transformation is necessary in textile printing industry from SDGs viewpoint. So in last 2 years, as you know, so direct-to-film devices have rapidly become widespread. Direct-to-film has received a lot of attention, especially from current silk screen printers. Why is that? First, there is no limit to the materials that can be printed on. Second, it requires no pre-treatment. We believe that our new technologies we have introduced today will be a big wave, digitalization with direct-to-film. So Ricoh will continue to provide solutions based on our inkjet technologies to further expand the possibilities of digital printing and contribute to solving various social problems in the world. Thank you for your attention. So let's move the Q&A session.
If you guys have any questions, absolutely just throw your hands up. Ozzy, I believe, our live stream, there might be some questions there, so you can always just fire some off while we're here.
So at this point, we went ahead and if there's any questions that anyone may have, feel free to ask questions here on the live stream on Facebook. Again, thank you very much for joining.
Yes, sir, please.
So with this new printer, is it only for polyester, or can you also print cotton with the same ink?
So our goal is to have all applications. So cotton, 100% polyester, 50-50, tri-blend, etc. Great question.
Linda Hart is asking if it can only print on black.
No, of course not. No, we can print on multiple colors. Obviously, black polyester is probably one of the hardest that is hard to print on. So,
Thank you.
Any other questions? Yes. Asumi-san, do you want to take that one?
Yeah. Our target is next summer in 2023.
Yes.
And do you know what price range it's going to fall into?
Well, we're looking anywhere between 40,000 or more, depending.
Yeah, they just asked that right now.
Oh, they asked that? Okay, great.
Yeah, David just asked. Okay, thank you.
Yep. Any other questions?
What
Yes.
about the speed? How many shirts per hour?
So it's very equivalent to, if you guys are familiar with the RI-1000, it's equivalent to the RI-1000. So dark shirts, you're looking anywhere between 20 to 25 shirts an hour. Yes.
Will it also print on just cotton? Will it pre-treat or act as a?
Yes, so it would react the same way with 100% cotton shirts.
Perfect, thank you.
Any other questions, guys? You? No?
Any other questions? Here for live stream. Does it also need to be powered on at all times?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
ETG is notorious for that. 24-hour power, please.
David.
And let me explain that a little bit, why we want 24-hour power. Obviously, with these machines, it's going to do the self-circulating of the ink and also the cleaning process and all of that. So obviously, we need power to make sure that we do that.
Perfect, thank you.
Yes. Any other questions, guys?
Do you have a name for it yet?
No. You see, it's just Ricoh right now.
Please recommend.
Please, yes. We also have a survey at our booth. We do recommend that, so please take our survey. Obviously, we want to have your feedback. And your feedback will entail what our next invention or breakthrough may be.
Perfect.
Anything else?
No questions. Everybody's just got the wow emoji and the thumbs up emoji, so it's good.
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.